Yes, that's a good point of view because touristic places like the Mexican beaches are more expensive because those are touristic places, as everywhere in the world. Touristic places are much more expensive than other cities. So, can you tell us something about the misunderstandings of, for the people who doesn't know Mexico, those misunderstandings about safety and the language?
And language?
Language, yes.
Yes, it's two important points. And I can only add to your previous point. By the way, speaking about touristic places, people need to think that tourism and actually full-time living, like a relocation, it's two different lifestyles. Okay. For life, you need to think about healthcare, and the best healthcare providers are in central colonial states. Or I even can say that some best schools are in central Mexico. So we will speak about these details during the consultations. Sorry,
about safety and language.
I think safety, there's a lot of politics was involved for years in countries we are living in. And Hollywood and media in United States and Canada was working hard to kind of promoting Mexico as a very dangerous place to live. Yes, there are some areas, as you probably heard, on the border of actually U.S. border, but because actually U.S. market is consuming drugs and unfortunately human trafficking, and yes, there's a lot of legal immigration going to United States and Canada through Mexican borders. Obviously, there are problems, as in every country, as in every big city of United States and Canada. There are some areas where you would not go even during the day, I think, yes. Even in Chicago and maybe in Toronto. And there are some areas which are completely, people have completely relaxed lifestyle. That's why we are here to advise you or let you know about some specifics. But what I can tell, and actually I'm living proof as a single woman traveling in Mexico for years, even in these COVID times, yes, you need some knowledge, but I'm managing, I'm traveling myself, taking buses between cities, by the way, very comfortable buses. Very good, I'm very impressed. Taking flights, there is very good connections between actually all big and sometimes small Mexican cities by flight. So I didn't find a lot of dangerous situation because I'm not involved in such activities. My own obstacles now, and I can confess it, it's lack of Spanish. And I understand that I need to study, it's on my list to do. I have other languages I'm speaking this, but not Spanish. But what good in Mexico, even you're not speaking Spanish like me, there are already so many expat communities in, I would say, many big cities. And there are Facebook groups, you can find people on English, and there's a groups you can ask questions, you can find some local advices provided by communities of expats. Actually, that's why it's additional point for me why I selected Mexico and specifically Querétaro, because of this support of expats already existing in the country. And again, Mexican people are very welcoming. Some of them, like professionals, are speaking good English. And even they're not speaking good English, they're trying their best to help you.
Yeah, so you mean that it is easy to understand each other even if you don't speak Spanish or people doesn't speak English?
I found that we can, with sign language or with mix of English and Spanish words, at least people understand me, I understand people, and there's, I think, some small, I believe not secret, when you are smiling and I'm smiling towards people, they're smiling to me and they're accepting me, even with my lack of good Spanish.
Yes, and another very huge difference is that almost everybody speaks English in Mexico, especially in touristic places. But well, I moved part-time to Canada, and I found that nobody speaks Spanish. So here you will find that almost everybody speaks English, especially professionals like doctors, physicians, nurses, hospitals, clinics, spas, and hotels. So wherever you go, we find an English speaker. So communicating it is not an issue here. And also, as Emily said, the expat community living in Mexico is the biggest community all over the world. We have more than 1.5 million people living here. So
I think even more.
Maybe more on this.
Over the COVID time, many people moved to Mexico, and the latest statistic was done, by the way, in 2018,
yes.
about 1.5 million. Now I believe there are double or even triple amount.
Maybe double, maybe just. And why did you decide to do this business after working in IT business consulting before?
Why I decided? First of all, probably as everyone, at some point I was tired of working in IT consulting. I was always personally more people-oriented. My personality is people-oriented, and I was thinking about how can I help people. And sitting at the first months of COVID, I actually had my travel business, and I was involved with the medical tourism even before, because I was trying to help people via medical tourism, and I started to promote Mexico and Costa Rica before COVID. But when COVID started and I realized where the world is moving, and we're still in some transfer to the new era, as history proved, when political, economical, and social situation are changing in the world, people are always moving. People are moving from continent to continent. People are moving from country to country. So I understand that's what people needed. It was 2 years ago, and I really gathered all my connection, and I started to get more connection. And now with Jerry help, and with all my knowledge of several immigration, it's very important to know that I have my personal experience of living in different countries, of adjusting to new cultures. So I feel that I really have a lot to offer to the people who might consider this important lifestyle.
And do you think you are improving your lifestyle compared with living in Toronto?
Yes, definitely. That's why I'm relocating actually part-time to Querétaro, because I'm planning to help to serve my customers in Toronto, Americans and Canadians, and being here. And I like local weather. I feel much better, happier here. And I believe there's a lot of things to discover for me and for other people who would come here.
Can you tell something about the healthcare system, not the Mexican one, maybe the private one, for people who lives under assisted living?
I started to get more information about this particular direction, like active senior living and assisted living facilities, and visiting new project and existing project in different Mexican cities, because the model assisted living model in Mexico, it's quite different from what I know in United States, Canada, and even in Europe, because I've had big interest how it works in different places. I know how it works in Israel. What I found in Mexico, first of all, I know that it's more person-oriented service. It's really more towards people.
Human trait.
More human aspect. more care about people. But we are looking to the best possible model, because we understand that Americans and Canadians used to certain standards back home. But please remember, if in Canada and America we have huge facilities for treating many people, and we know what kind of failures and distrust actually this some facilities get during the COVID.
Okay.
So now looking at how it's done in Mexico, when you can find excellent facilities built for actually 30 people, 50 people, and a ratio between nurses and medical staff serving these patients, like particular needs, it might be 1 per 2, like, which is unthinkable in Canada. And with all this, with good climate and better food, the cost of services for these facilities might be 30% or 40% comparing with cost in Canada and United States. So it's a big topic, and I believe we will have kind of follow-ups on this one, because it's my special passion. It's actually what I'm looking for in curator as well, and I believe that together with Jerry we will really help people who are looking, and I know there are many people already looking for such services in Canada and the United States cannot find. And you know why? Because these services, this kind of good services exist in Mexico.
Yes, and also a lot of Mexican doctors used to go to attend people in hospitals in the United States, especially not in Canada, because Canada is more far away.
In Canada, I've had professor from Guadalajara in one of the clinics, and I can confess I've had several very good conversations and treatment from him. Yes. So there are a lot of Mexican, not a lot, at least I happened to meet several in Toronto hospitals.
All right. Yes, people is looking for Mexican doctors because they have very good service. They used to work with a human trade. They are oriented into offer a solution, not to make a profit. That's what I saw what happened in the United States, especially now. So people are oriented to the profit, and then to see the health is important.
You know, actually my next interview would be with a local doctor.
Yes.
So we will speak about these medical differences. But now it's a question probably which many of our followers are thinking about: how to connect with you, Jerry, how to find you.
Hey, if you are in Canada or United States and you want to connect with me, you can visit liveinmex.com, or you can look through LinkedIn Jerry Olivarek with C at the end and with K at the end. And also, you can ask for me with Emily Bromley in Toronto.
Yes, I think it would be a good option, because I can quickly qualify and help you with the questions related to Canadian reality and connect with Jerry. And speaking about me, I can repeat again, you can find me on LinkedIn by searching by Emily Braun or International Lifestyle Consulting, name of my company. You can find me on business Facebook page as International Lifestyle Consulting, and the best source of information about my services, and actually a lot of resources and blog and videos about all what I'm doing, can be found on my website, emilybraun.com. Again, my first and last name.com. Thank you everyone, and thank you for your time and really valuable information provided.
Sure, thank you.
There are many reasons people choose to make the move to the destination of their dreams. Remote workers can work from anywhere with an internet connection. Today, virtually every part of the world is online. Once just the lifestyle of digital nomads, the pandemic has led millions of people to work remotely. Many are choosing to move to a foreign location. Retirees, too, discover how their nest egg can go farther when living in a location that offers a better quality of life while reducing expenses. At International Lifestyle Consultants, we have scoured the world to uncover the best foreign destinations to call home. Perhaps you dream of a pastoral life in the quaint European countrysides of Italy or Portugal. On the shores of the Black Sea, you can find luxury accommodations at a fraction of what you would pay in the United States and Canada. Enjoy a leisurely lifestyle of Caribbean or Pacific trade winds found in the beachside communities of Mexico, Central and South America. Choose from the many charming colonial towns located in the same region. Discover areas with quality access to dental and health care that have attracted many foreign travelers on a budget. We make choosing to live in your dream destination a reality. We have curated migratory, cultural, and investment opportunities that you will not find elsewhere. We know firsthand how to help you create your step-by-step relocation plan. You'll begin your journey by filling out our Know Yourself questionnaire. We can also arrange discovery tours so you can experience the culture up close and personal prior to making your move. You don't have to dream of living in an exotic location. Contact us today and make that dream a reality.